Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he is the deliverer, right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics. We're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. The self-proclaimed white man, Caucasians, Europeans, they're not actually white, they're red. They are the Idumeans or Edomites according to the Holy Bible, right? And according to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, all right? And Barak Atah Yahweh, Barak Atah Yahushai for another day, you know, to come out here and teach, you know. And it's kind of raining a little bit. When I checked the weather last night, it said that, you know, it's supposed to be cloudy, about 40 degrees and cloudy, but get out here and it's raining. So Lord willing, you know, the rain stop, you know. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate," right? Dealing with Babylon the Great, the good old US of A, all right? Which, what we're coming to find out, which our apostles and elders been saying this for years, but what people are coming to realize and understand is that this place is actually a third world country, you know, and it's a mocking stock unto the other nations. You know, the other nations are making fun of the military, all right, because you have women up in there. You have all type of gender benders up in there, you know, trainees and shit. All right, so Babylon the Great has become a mocking stock unto the other nations, to the point where the other nations look at this place and they call it a third world country. All right, they call it a third world country with a Gucci bag. All right, that's what America is being dubbed at. It's being dubbed as. Okay, and you got, you know, with the whole ban of TikTok, you got a whole influx of people flocking to other apps, you know, such as Fanbase, which is an app, you know, that's kind of like TikTok, but it's black owned. You got Red Note, which is like TikTok, but it's based upon China. All right, so you have a lot of so-called American citizens getting on this app, you know, communicating with, you know, Moab, the people of China, and they're seeing the way that they're living over there, man. You know, how once they pay or buy a house, they don't have to pay any annual taxes. They don't have to pay a car registration fee every year. You know, here in America, you leave your house, shit, you're gonna spend $100. You want to get something to eat, you want to get some gas, you might just need simple supplies from the house, but you're gonna spend between 80 and 100 bucks just leaving your house here in America, man, because the economy here is so bad, it's circling the drain. Whereas in other countries, you know, you could goddamn get a Uber, or which in China I believe is called a Diddy. You know, you can get the metro, you can get something to eat, you go shopping, you can do all of that, and all of that will come up to about $20. Okay, so people are coming to realize that the U.S. government has been screwing them over. Really, the U.S. is an oligarchy. All right, all of this shit is controlled by a small number of people. All right, called the elites, or the 1%, the top banking families, and everybody else is just debt slaves, man. Okay, it's all bullshit. The American dream is completely bullshit. They call it a dream because you got to be fucking asleep to believe it, man. Okay, they tell you graduate, spend 12 years in school. All right, then you spend another damn 2 to 8 years in college. By the time you get out of college, you're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. All right, for what? A little piece of paper. All right, that makes you overqualified for jobs. So now you got a goddamn fucking master's, but you at McDonald's. All right, you're never gonna be able to pay off this debt. All right, it's all bullshit, which is why you have a mass flock of people leaving this country. All right, the heathens that came over here that is from other nations, they're gonna start to go back to where they came from, because they're seeing that this whore, you know, the liquor's wearing off. They're seeing that the whore, the makeup, you know, she catfished them. All right, she doesn't look how she look in those pictures. Those are all filters, you know, so it's being exposed, you know. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, and that dust is going into confusion. All right, in America is full of what? It's full of confusion. Okay, there's confusion of how to make a living here. You know, all the jobs are getting ready to be taken by AI. AI is getting ready to take over everything, man. All right, you got Esau burning these goddamn cities down. It's the same thing they hit down there in Maui. They hit over there in different parts of California, Los Angeles, man. And why they're doing that is to push people out, because they don't want owners in America. They want renters. They want you to rent for life. All right, and really, I believe it was I forget which elite who said it, but they want you to own nothing and be happy. All right, they want to put your ass in a virtual reality world, man. All right, to where you don't own nothing in the real world, all right, but you're building up a digital character, all right, just like a video game. You know, you got 2K where people spend hours, all right, building up a digital character, getting virtual currency, but they're not working on themselves, because that's what America is about. All right, it's not real. It's all fake. Everything here is false. The food is fucking terrible, man. The food alone is causing cancer. All right, you got all type of carcinogens and chemtrails and forever chemicals in the air. It's in the clothing. It's in the body wash. It's in the water. It's all around you, man. This is the valley of the shadow of death, and now it's becoming a marking stock unto the other nations. Call law, Yahweh Shemel Shai. The Most High is bringing this place down. Isaiah 41 and verse 1, Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Because, you know, besides, this place has never been intact or invaded, but now it is invaded. You know, going back to that precept in Jeremiah, the Most High shall fill you with men as with caterpillars. So you have so-called Chinese troops that are already here, right? You have troops from the other nations. They came up through the border disguised as migrants. All right, so Babylon the Great is already invaded, man. There's foreign troops, there's UN troops all over. Okay, and there's gonna be more T attacks as we go further and further into the year. You know, go have more shit happen like what happened in New Orleans, what happened outside the Trump Tower. Okay, there's a lot going on, and we can't forget we're a couple days away from Inauguration Day, which that's gonna be a high Satanic Day, which they had to move the inauguration indoors because nobody knows what's going to happen, man. You know, they don't know if there's going to be another temple in his life, you know. It says, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So America ain't that once sought after nation no more. People are starting to see, well, damn, they don't have streets paved with gold. Americans don't got it the best living. Nah, you better off moving to somewhere like China or Thailand, so it seems. You know, I'm just saying what people are talking about online. Everybody's talking about leaving this bitch, man. Okay, because the cost of living is that bad. All right, there was a Moabite, he got on the app and he was talking to the Americans because there's a huge wave of people leaving TikTok because it's going to be banned soon. They're getting on Red Note. But Red Note is Chinese owned. So they're just asking about the way of living and stuff. He said, the Chinese man said, we don't have no homeless people here, man. Because somebody in your family owns some property, so you can just go back to that house. They might abandon it, but they don't owe the government no taxes, so it's always going to be somewhere for you to go.
I say something, that's like that in England and London. It's like in England, you really no homeless people. You got people that own houses, but they don't pay taxes or no mortgage bills. You buy a house, man, that's yours. There's a lot of abandoned houses. People just leave them, go buy another house. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know, if you want to come down there, you got family now, you can just go there, shack up in that house, you know what I'm saying? Stay there. It's like that in England too.
But here in America, it's mass homelessness, man. And now they're saying that that's only going to increase. The homeless population is going to increase, which is one of the miseries, or the many great miseries that the Lord's going to put upon you Americans for the great pride, you know? Because a lot of pride, people exude, Americans exude a lot of pride. And the crazy part is they could be in a worse predicament than you. You know, you got the prideful homeless, prideful as Edomites working the same job as you, paycheck to paycheck, you know, but they got a damn proud look on their face. You know, you're being oppressed by the government too, damn dummy, you know?
One captain England said that, he said, man, y'all government getting over on y'all. He said, where you from, man? Because you don't got to pay for colleges, you don't pay taxes, you don't need license for a car, you know what I'm saying? They got it good with England and London, Britain over there.
Yeah, those other nations, man, they're living somewhat. And another thing, going back to the food. So you're slaving between 40 and 60 hours a week, all right? But with that money that you're making, because they're taxing the hell out of you, you're subject under payments, you got child support and all type of shit like that. You know, even on top of that, that's not enough money for you to get the bare necessities. For to do what? Pay for rent and heating. You know, this weekend, there's supposed to be a very bad winter, really across all of America, but it's supposed to be a very bad winter storm to hit of New York. You know, I believe they say temperature's gonna get down to maybe negative 20 degrees. So a lot of people can't afford to, they already can't afford heating, things like that, man. So the money you're making alone is going to what? Rent and fucking gas and electric. So you don't have any money for food. Or if you go to get groceries, you're not gonna have a lot. You'll have a little. And the groceries that you do end up getting, it's all fucking poison anyway. You know, you try to buy something that's organic or so-called grass-fed or that's natural. It's not, man. All right? It's all bullshit.
Like, yeah, just one day you say you live in Thailand, you probably seen you living like a king down there, man. He living a regular life. Like, he said, I'm living like a king. Hey, he never coming back to the States. He said, man, he said, y'all need to come down here. This is where it's at, Thailand, man.
Yeah, a lot of Jakes are going to Thailand. They're going to, you know, different parts of South America. Anywhere but here.
Yeah.
You know, which, you know, but from America is going to be a place of great deliverance for the hopeful elect. So the Most High got us here, which we understand that the truth is about suffering. So we have to be here to suffer, to get delivered from the suffering. But you are going to have Israelites from that are in other lands, countries, nations. If they're the elect, they're going to get delivered from where they're at too, you know? Isaiah 47:2, it says, take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. Yeah, America is being made bare, man. All right? It's being made bare how foul the government is, man. You know, how expensive everything is, how you're being taxed for everything, how you would never own nothing. Also, the atrocities, right? Because while people are distracted with the inauguration and a TikTok ban, what is Israel doing? All right, there's supposed to be a ceasefire, but they're still bombing the hell out of people, man. They're not ceasing fire, you know. So you still got shit popping off in the Middle East. It's just a distraction right now. The whole world is watching what's going to happen with the inauguration. All right, and before that, it was rumors that Persia or Iran is supposed to strike. You know, so there might be an attack between this weekend and the inauguration. You know.
And then boy Donald D. Duck said that on the 41st, said that on the 21st, on the 21st, that's when he's gonna start the mass deportation with ICE.
This Tuesday.
Yep, this Tuesday. Yep.
You know, so you have a lot of people that are leaving America to go to other. You had a lot of Americans that are going to Mexico. You know, China. You know, so what happens when these other countries treat your ass how you're treating the Mexicans? They start mass deporting y'all. You know, because you might think you're fleeing to another country for some type of better life, and they send your ass right back to America. You know, just like you're doing the Northern Kingdom here. You know. This is Isaiah 47:2. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. So America is being exposed. All right, it's being made fun of. It's becoming a mocking stock and invaded. You know. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So it's being seen here, man. It's a shame. People are embarrassed to be Americans. You know, people are embarrassed at their government. You know, you have people that did all the so-called right. They hit all the checkpoints, man. They graduated high school, they went to college, they did this, they did that, but they're still in a fucked up situation. You know, so people are angry. So there's gonna be uproars of the people. You know.
Get it?
Give a second, Edges 9. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 3. It says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. So before the Lord take vengeance on America, Babylon the Great, it's going to be all sorts of hell, chaos, fires, earthquakes, tornadoes, all manner of destruction, man. Because Mosai is going to make the city suffer before we all be destroyed, you know.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me, then said, measure the time diligently and itself.
Right, so that's what we're doing. We're out here measuring. And what do we use to measure? We use the Bible and the prophecies that are in it. You know, just like what's happening in the Middle East. You have to measure that because what? It speaks about the third woe or World War III. The third woe coming quickly. We see that tension building up between Israel, Iran, Russia, Turkey, China, India, America, Russia, Ukraine. You know, the Lord said wars and rumors of wars, you know.
He answered me, then said, measure the time diligently in itself, and when there seems the part of the signs pass.
Right, so we're seeing part of the signs pass, such as Deuteronomy 28 and 68. The Lord sent us into Egypt again with ships, which is America, right? Revelation 11, you know, the Most High has sent the spirit of life back into us, and now we're already standing upon our feet, and great fear is falling upon our enemies, right? Going back to Abba Bivens, you know, and our apostles, elders, and their elders. So now the Most High is raising the men of the Lord back up. All right, so with that, some of the we're seeing prophecies pass. So now we're looking for the end of this place, man. We're just looking for the end. You know, we live day by day. You know, we take our suffering. You know, we're not looking to be passport bros. There's planes dropping out the sky and shit, and you get over there, you don't know what awaits you. You know, you really don't. The government, you can't. That's not like America. You do certain shit over there, and you're just locked. You know.
Then thou shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. So now we're understanding that. Oh shit, the so-called white man, he's a double. He's Esau, Edom. All right. This is the end of the world. Well, he is the end of the world. It literally says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So now we understand that this is the time where the Lord has to return. You know, this is the kingdom that the Lord's going to come back in, man. This is the part of Daniel's vision, because there's a part in the vision where it speaks about, you know, the 10 toes and the stone coming to smash. So there's a certain empire of nations that will be ruling when the Lord will come back and destroy them. That's why it says, I will not meet thee as a man. Because as the Lord's going to come back this time, he's not going to come back in the flesh, you know, made of a woman. He's coming back in his perfection with the chariots, you know.
Verse 3, therefore where there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people.
So we're seeing earthquakes, man. There's earthquakes every day. All right, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0. There's earthquakes all the time. But those are part of the birth pain, so those are huge signs. All right, there's more signs in the heavens, such as blood moons. All right, there's different aligning of planets, you know, things of that nature. Cherry sightings, you know, but all of these things all of these things point to the second coming of Yahweh Shai. They're signs of the end. You know, blood moons. There's gonna be a lot of blood moons this year, man. You know.
I know when I was young growing up, I remember my auntie, my uncle was telling me like, yo, you know what's the end? You're gonna see a lot of UFO signs.
Oh wow. Wow. So that's the spirit. We're gonna start seeing them so much, you know. And we're not gonna be dismayed at the signs of heaven, but the people of the world, they are. So they're not gonna know if it's a drone, if it's something that's China sending, you know, if it's aliens. So they're gonna bug out, but we're gonna be seeing these things, praising Yahweh Shem Shai.
Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people.
So there's gonna be uproars against the American government. All right, especially with Donald Trump. You know, because right now, what the people are expecting is that once he gets in office, the economy's gonna bounce back. You know, it's gonna be like things were when he first got in office. But the damage that Biden and the Biden administration has done, it can't be undone, and it's set up that way. You know, so when Trump does get into office, he's going to go right to draconian measures. Just like he's getting in there, he's going to do a mass deportation. That's what he's doing, man. He's going to have to go right to draconian measures.
What extra set? Straight off the back.
Off the back.
Straight off the back.
Straight off the back, he's deporting people, passing new laws. You know, a lot of your jobs gonna be taken by AI technology. More and more people gonna be homeless. More and more of these cities gonna be demolished and knocked down, so they could do what? They could build up smart cities, man. All right, and the thing about these smart cities, you guys gonna have to need the MOTB to have access to get inside these cities. Because with these cities, everything's gonna be smart. Because you have what, the Amazon Go store. You just walk in, you walk out. It's gonna be all, and I believe even with the retail apocalypse, a lot of these stores are not gonna reopen. Just like at Party City closed down, which is an omen because America is that party city that's being shut down. The great central kingdom, you know. But a lot of these stores, they could reopen with the MOTB technology in it. So now if you want to come in, okay, now we got a new way for you to pay. It's all biometrics, facial recognition. That's where the world is heading.
You know, when I said that, go down to like, remember the Harney Place Mall? People living in there now.
Oh wow.
That's like basically a 15-minute street right there. You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised like Grease Mall converted to a place you can stay at. That's why they got that new mall for Apple movie theater. That's like from MOTV.
Yeah, I heard about that. You could pay with like, you know, tap. It's not like a regular movie theater. It's more tailored to the MOTV. You know, which that's where everything is going, man. You know.
Even now my job, they changing up systems in there now. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta touch on the punch in clock, like you gotta punch in then swipe in. And you know, I was talking to him, not my co-worker, he works in another department. He was saying like, yeah, man, they changing up everything, man. I ain't want to say it, but he'll be in my mind. I'm like, yeah,
they're getting you ready.
I'm ready.
I remember years ago, you would go to make a payment, right? And they would say, insert your chip. You know, put your chip in. You know, but now it's more, you just tap your phone. You got tap pay. So that's how you say it? Programming you, conditioning you, engineering you for what's to come.
Even when you get on the RTS, it's like that now, and they got that right there. You gotta put your bus card right there, just tap it. You know what I'm saying?
We know it was never like that.
Yeah.
You know. So now, so the mark of the beast is gonna be introduced to the idea of convenience. Shit, I had lost my wallet some time back, which I think somebody might have stole it. But even with that, so now everything's on your chip. You don't have to worry about losing nothing. Because now it's gonna be a part of you. But when people take this, they're gonna receive a grievous sore. They're gonna receive a grievous sore. You're gonna be opened up to demonic possession. Not speaking as a man.
Yeah, they're gonna have the mozzarella cheese hand.
Yep.
You know that pus and shit. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be nasty, man. You know. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be introduced to the idea of convenience, and also miracles.
On top of that, even that, motherfuckers that don't got it, still gonna be chop off your hands to get it so they can get it when they need, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. And also,
that's gonna cause a lot of that.
And also, people who got it, they're not gonna be able to help those who don't have it. You're gonna be on your own. You know?
Finish it out.
Oh yeah.
And the people in the world.
Right, read that again, uproars part.
Yep. And there'll be earthquakes and uproars of the people.
So they're gonna be uproars over the economy, because people are pissed off. Because now that they understand that they've been lied to, which the government has been fucking lying to you since forever.
That goes in sedition. Sedition means rebellion.
There's gonna be great rebellion and uproars because people gonna be like, man, fuck this. I'm over here struggling. Gotta work damn 70 hours a week. But you have people in other countries that you told us was a third world country and they're living better than me. Oh, Esau's pissed off, man. Jake getting hip to it. Jake is getting out of here, man. Yeah. One thing about Jake gonna go over there and get those women.
Yeah.
And have some Israelite foreigner children. I saw a few videos, man. Jake's was walking around there like they were goddamn celebrities. I'm like, this is how the elect is gonna be when they come down the ships. There was this one Israelite woman. She was just walking around. Everybody was running up to her, trying to hug her, trying to take pictures with her.
Shit, no, I'll speak as a man. Shit. Now, ICE come outside reporting that they might deport some Jake. Like,
They are.
You know what I'm saying? And you might be over there, especially if you do your leg, you might be doing over it. Well, that's Lord getting you out the way. Like, shit, I'm over here living like,
I believe they are, man. They're not just gonna cause you got the so-called Haitians, Jamaicans.
yep.
They're not gonna care about that, man. They're just gonna. And New York is a sanctuary city, so it's gonna start places like New York, other sanctuary cities.
They got a lot of foreigners there.
They're gonna do mad. They're gonna start sending a lot of people across the border, man. The other countries, get them out of here, man. You know, which if you aren't of the elect and you're not in the book of life to get delivered from here, you're better off leaving. Cause there ain't nothing good coming here, man. Famine, destruction, nuclear destruction, all of that. You know. You go.
Uproars of the people in the world. Verse 4. And this shall thou wilt understand that the Most High spake of these things from days that there were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. So prophets have been talking about this day for thousands of years. You know, it's called the hour of temptation. It's called Jacob's trouble. You know, there's been prophecies written about this time to come for thousands of years, man. You know, but now we're in the days where we're seeing it, like, oh shit, this is that time. You know. Back in Isaiah 47 and verse 4, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. So call Elohim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. That's our Redeemer, you know. That's part of us coming out here to give you the gospel. It's called the Comforter, because we're to comfort you. You know, we're not saying that, oh, you need to get, you know, a passport and leave. Is it people that's leaving this place and they're better off? That's true. They are. But you don't have to, because there's going to be a great deliverance from it. There's going to be great miracles coming too, man. Right? With the great destruction that's coming, it says, Michael shall stand up for the children of thy people. So that means we're going to see some shit. You know, you have angels manifest themselves, chariot sightings, you know, great all type of miracles, man. You know?
I'm saying fight, man. Satan's attacking you, man.
Yeah.
He's attacking you.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Satan hopping on people at the job, you know, and just in the world. Like, damn, I had to go buy something from the store. Right in the Edomite, he's all watching me and shit like I'm stealing, you know. But they don't never want to help you.
Yeah.
So when I went up to him, I made him help me. He want to get an attitude and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So don't watch me then, my motherfucker. You do your job, you know. You didn't do my. You didn't. If you were doing your job, I wouldn't have to walk around looking for shit. You know. But that's his kingdom, though, man. That's the pride of Esau. Like you were fucking at you know, at this damn job, thinking better than somebody. You know?
They just showed seen that one on their stupid white dude. He might be choking out Jake in the store, but they thought he was stealing.
Oh nah.
Yeah, they was choking his ass up. The whole damn thing, like the whole store, before anybody did jump. You know what I'm saying?
That's some curses, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got these fools, and you got who is what's your boy name? Captain Cesario, you seen it. Really Hebrew on his debate with Daisy Room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That shit like this ain't top. That nigga 2/3, you know.
That's why the Lord say he that is filthy, let him be filthy still, man.
Yeah.
He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. You know, a lot of our people, they're asleep. They're not going. The Most High blinded them. He blinded them. He stopped their ears. They're not gonna get it until the goddamn nukes are fucking up on their goddamn eyebrows.
That's when the view that sword is gonna jump off and allow them to see it. Then that split second, all those you heard that saying like your light flashes before your eyes. The Lord gonna make them remember all the conversations and all the videos and the people that trying to warn them about it. You know what I'm saying? About the Israelites telling them. You know, then they gonna realize that damn, Ezekiel 33 and 33 going.
Can you check? Can you check the audio, please? All right, I'm gonna read this. This is Isaiah 47 and 5. Actually, let me read the the, um, the legend. This is the legend for Isaiah 47 and 1. It says, "To sit in the dust or on the ground was a sign of subservience and humiliation." So the Lord is bringing great humiliation. All right, and the Lord is gonna be, Yahweh Shem Yoshai is gonna bring great humiliation to you Edomites, man. All right, just like it says in the book of Baruch, miserable are the cities which thy sons serve. So the Most High is going to bring great misery upon your cities. All right, by the way of homelessness, by the way of famine, by the way of drought, fires, you know, a hurricane, natural disasters. You know, what about all those people in Ad? What about all the dead bodies that they've been finding, man? Nobody's talking about that no more. All right, and the government got the nerve to offer you a fucking $750. What can you do with that? You know, what are you going to do with that? You know, hey, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 5. "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms." So America ain't, people are finding out the streets are not paved with gold here, man. You're not gonna come here and live a better life. You know, the other nations, they come over here and they do better than Esau. Don't you know that? You got them people from Pakistan, India, China, they come over here, they live way better than you fucking Edomites working at Rite Aid talking shit. You know, working at Target as a supervisor over Jake talking shit. You got heathens in your own country living better than you, man. Then you got the nerve to go back to where you came from. It's better over there. No problem. Our cars are better, the cell phones are better, the food is better.
So, my mechanic told me, his friend told me that over there with Arabia and all these countries, they already got like public car taxi drivers.
The fucking car from China, he drove the bitch in the pool, right? It's floating in water. Doing donuts and shit.
You already got that over there.
The other countries are shitting on this. How Jake say, shitting on it. The other countries are shitting on this place, man.
They don't see America don't show you all that. They just thinking it's just primitive, third world countries, but they already got like advanced stuff over there.
Other countries are shitting on this place, and people are starting to see that. So imagine our kingdom. You know, because it says in Tobit, the street's gonna be built up with precious pearls, stones. So people are going to China. They you know, like they're in the goddamn kingdom. You know, but that's Moab. Those are heathens. So they think they're gonna be next up to rule. They going into captivity too, man. You know?
Say that same thing is.
Their ass going into slavery too. You know?
They're gonna be fucking up Esau in that pig.
They're gonna be pissed off at Esau. You know how in Rome they had the gladiatorial games?
Yeah.
We're gonna set up the real Mortal Kombat, man. Because they're gonna be the mortals.
Yep.
We're gonna be the gods, the immortals. So we're gonna have real Mortal Kombat in the kingdom, man. Make your ass do fatalities for our entertainment. While we sipping yayan, Lord willing.
I remember the brother from Green said, yo, you know how you gonna be able to talk to the lion. You know what I'm saying? The lion goes, I said, good job, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to, you know, you're gonna be talking to the lion. He goes, yeah, I got him.
Hell yeah, man. The lions, the bees, the flies, the locusts. Because that's what the Lord hit ancient Egypt with plagues. You know, big ass flying cockroaches. Esau gonna be tormented, man. Straight torment. Just like us here in this place. We're tormented, man. We have no respect here. We're sick all the damn time. You know, America keeps you in a constant state of depression, anxiety, and you're stressed out. You know, you're stressed the fuck out here, man. So that's why people are going to drugs. They're trying to escape reality. Drugs, you know, alcoholism. All of these things are at a sky high, and it's been like that since 2020. You know.
That's why it says this place is no rest. They get no rest.
hell.
Got 2/3 of understanding.
You so that to even think about dying and going to a place that's worse to burn for eternity. God damn, man.
Yeah, that's the worst. Like,
Damn.
can get a break.
That would make the Most High unmerciful.
Yup.
You know, that's crazy. You got people that really believe that shit. You know?
Now you work this thing with teaching this guy we
Hawaiians?
huh?
Hawaiians?
Nah. I think it says somebody over there in Africa, in Africa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, but I see thumbnails. He waxed me. Wow. Wow. I would never thought. I would never thought.
He wasn't saying that when you
No, he was not teaching none of that. When he teaching that, he was not teaching that back.
damn,
He was not teaching that.
that's crazy.
Word.
This is I this is Isaiah 47 and 1 the ledger. It says Babylon, the mighty nation that achieved special status among the other nations of the world, that became tender and delicate, will be put in a position of shame. So now they're looking to Trump as to get rid of that shame, as it keeps, balm. It's like the scripture says, take balm for a pain, and so she may be healed. But there's no balm that you can take. There's no president you can put in office. There's no amount of stimulus package you can pump back into the economy. And another thing with the whole TikTok ban, that's going to further fuck up the economy. Because you have all type of content creators, small business owners, and that have been helping put money back into the economy. So when they take that, that's a lot of people gonna be even more fucked about it. You know? It says up to this point. Alright, let's go on to something else. Verse 2. I'm reading the ledger again. It says Babylon personified as a young woman who will do her lowly chores, in contrast to her former exalted status. Alright, so pretty much it's saying that America is gonna be brought low. You know? Oh, that was it.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, and no light in it, no light, even very dark, no brightness in it?
Can you start at 18?
18. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Right, you have a false doctrine out there of a how you say it, of rapture. So a lot of people, they're looking for the day of the Lord, but they're looking to be raptured. So they think they're gonna be taken before Jacob's trouble, before the hour of temptation, before shit happens. All right, now understanding that you gotta go through all of this, because the Lord told his men, he said the servant is not greater than his master. So the Lord had to go through a lot of sufferings, man. So that means that us being servants, we don't have to go through something saying even up until death. It says I saw the souls of them which were beheaded. So you have people that are looking for the day of the Lord, but they don't understand it. It's going to be destruction unto them, because they're calling upon the wrong name. They're looking for a rapture. They're not in the right spirit.
The scriptures say that you must go through the strength.
Second Ezra 7. You can't. There's no other way to get to that. It's like you need to go to a certain. You need to go to a certain country. There's only one way there, one way back. And that's the kingdom. It's just a straight, narrow path. With water on this side, fire on the other. Keep going.
Verse 19. And if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him,
right, meaning there's not going to be any escape from the Lord's judgment. So you're fleeing from one deadly ass animal. Imagine you seen a lion. You just walk out your house, you walk to your car, you hear a lion, you're gonna try to run. You guys run around the corner and you see a bear. You know?
You do one of these like, oh,
You might damn near shit on yourself, man. But that's the level of judgment that's gonna be out here, cause you know, imagine you fleeing from a pack of cannibals, your ass running to the martial law troops. You know, no escape. You know,
and if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
so he find if you ever seen the show Black Summer on Netflix, there was a scene like that, man, where he's running from zombie or zombies. He runs into a building and looks like he's good. He go to sit down. It's more drama.
He just ran in. I got a nest full of them. Like, oh, it's just the nest.
Right, he ran into the nest and shit, man. I mean, there's no refuge, man. That's why it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man. And that's the only place. That's the only place you're gonna be able to run into.
And that goes to the Lord that said that what's the scripture? He said Proverbs, I think something. He said that man's ways is the Lord, I man knows it. The angel's gonna lead you into that like the angel's gonna beat your head. Hey, go this way, lead you right into the truth, right into your destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and see, for us, Lord willing, it's gonna be the opposite. You know, that's why it says knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability at thy times. You know, because the Lord's going to guide his elect to food, to shelter, to safety. You know.
And the wall, and the serpent bit him. Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no light in it? No brightness in it?
So it's gonna be a day of darkness and not light, man. Gloominess, destruction. All right, terribleness, man. Very, very terrible times. And when you see a blood moon, that's a symbol of what? Death, blood. All right, blood meaning what? Bloodshed. Oh, going back to Esau, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You know, so Esau's getting ready to bring out that sword, man. It says in Ezekiel, sword has been sharpened, it has been furbished to make a sword slaughter. You know, this is Isaiah 47 and verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance. The Most High said he was angry. When you see the word wrath, that means the Most High was pissed off. Another scripture, the Most High said I was hot. Y'all got me hot. Wax hot with anger. So I polluted mine inheritance. Meaning what? He used Esau, Edom, man. All right. So because our people are polluted with the philosophies of Esau. You have people of our nation that really believe in this place, man. You know, they think this the end all be all. You know, they think the American dollar is something. That's a Federal Reserve note, man. It's not even real money, and it's being devaluated by the day. That's why over there in China they could get a goddamn Uber, some lunch, some dinner, catch a metro, a movie, right, and it equals to about $18 US. Do that in America, you're gonna spend at least $150. And then your ass wondering like, damn, how I'm gonna pay my phone bill? Now how the hell I'm gonna pay the rent? Rent always late and shit. Then you live in a fucked up neighborhood and the rent is way higher than it should be.
It doesn't add up. It don't match.
You know?
Shit, you go to New York, man. Fucking room. It costs $100 sometimes. That's crazy. You living in a room, man. Bathroom right there, living room right here, kitchen right there, all in that same spot.
It was this guy in Japan, right? He showed his house, subsidized house, $80 a month. This motherfucker had 3-bedroom with an upstairs. and his landlord gave him a TV, a couch, mad shit.
Oh, yeah. If I had the Lord would have gave me that spirit, like,
you know? But what's America mean? It means bitter. You know, going back to Exodus, it said they made their lives bitter with brick, mortar, and hard bondage. That's what we're going through right now. That proves America has the spirit of Egypt, which is modern day Egypt, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, Nineveh, you know. Isaiah 47 and 6, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hands. The Most High gave you the earth, and he gave you his people in his hand. He say I have given the earth into the hand of the wicked. The Most High also gave the children of Israel in the hand of the wicked, man. And what did he do? He had smote the people with a continual stroke. He opened out the house of his prisoners, totally screwing our people over, man. you know? And Jake still rises. Even in a fucked up condition, the Lord still allow our people to become great. Whether it's through folly, whether it's through sports. Jake only got a few avenues, but they make good use of those avenues, man. You know? The inventions alone, the contributions, that's not really common knowledge. You gotta go dig for that. And it's hard to find then. So a lot of inventions and contributions that was made to American society, you don't know it was a so-called black man, Native American man. So you think it's a white man, because he put his face on every goddamn thing. And he made no account of our labors.
Back in the 60s.
Jake made a computer.
Video games, cell phone, you know what I'm saying? He made all that.
Everything, man. Our people are great people. Even in our lower state, man. But Esau, you just fucking, man. Spirit of it's not upright in them. So imagine in the kingdom. Right now, people hate your ass, man. So how much more in the kingdom? And this is your kingdom. You're really looked up as the gods. Y'all people looked up as the losers of the society, the slaves. Well, now it's being shown that you're the goddamn loser. You're the drug addict. You're the rapist. This is Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. He ain't show us no goddamn mercy, man. And it's still like that today. It's all gas, no brakes on our people. Going back to Jake, we was in a handcuff. They beat him to death, man. Stomping on his face while he's cuffed, hands behind his back. Then they try to lift him up like he's fine. He's dead. It says, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, when they had to, because they had to beat our knowledge out of us. So by the time the next generation came up, our people wasn't speaking Hebrew. They didn't know nothing about Hebrew. They didn't know nothing about where they came from. All right? They were totally lost, destroyed. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 7. And thou hast said, I shall be a lady forever. Right, and that's the spirit of Americans. They think that this is the greatest country on earth. They think that they're going to rule forever. Going back to the scripture and Psalms, man.
I am back to what you just said about how, like, Esau had the gas on our necks, pedal, they let up. Let's go to Amos chapter 1, book of Amos chapter 1, verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for I will not turn away the punishment. Therefore, because they deliver up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant.
did you see this Edomite bitch? And from Chicago, she's a judge. What she did, right? She was sending messages to other Esau about Jake Baby, my first ankle monitor.
Yeah, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen
You know,
that.
but that's the hatred.
Hatred, yup.
You
Yeah,
know,
I seen
keep
that.
going.
Yup. For I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
That word pursue means to persecute or harass. All right, and he does that with his actual sword, the gun, and with the pen, because the pen is mightier than the sword, right? So you go into that goddamn courtroom and he harasses you, man. He persecutes you. All right, it's a well-known fact that if you're a so-called black man, you're going to get football numbers. You're not going to get a slap on. You're not going to get any mercy in Esau's courtroom.
And did cast off all pity,
He had no pity for the Israelites, none.
and his anger did tear perpetually.
He's still mad from from something that happened in the book of Genesis, man. We're in the book of Revelation. He's still mad, man. He's still mad about the birthright. You know, so they're on a world conquest to get back the birthright, but it's not going to happen. You know.
And he had kept his wrath forever.
So he imagine that this motherfucker. He's been mad for generations, and it actually shows you that in the scriptures. You know, when uh when we went into Egypt, right? We left. The Most High put the spirit on Moses because we had to pass to other nations, and we passed by Esau's land. So we asked him, you know, we need to get through, we need to get through here to get to our kingdom. You know, can you let us pass? We ain't gonna touch nothing. We ain't gonna steal nothing. We ain't gonna drink nothing. If we do, we'll pay you. Esau said, man, hell nah, man. Get your ass off my lawn.
Hey, what's that movie? Falling down? Get off my golf course.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit Esau was in. You go to ask this nigga for help, he's coming out, swords drawn. I remember years ago when I was in high school, you know, I went to go see a girlfriend of mine, but she lived in a good neighborhood. You know, all Edomites and shit. Her parents, you know, were so-called middle class. Now that shit's done away with. Ain't no middle class. So I went over there and I had to use the phone, my cell phone. I actually I said, hey, can I use your phone? You should have seen his look this man gave. He's like, nigga, what the hell you doing over here in my neighborhood? No. You know, but that's their spirit. You can never ask this man for help. Think he's gonna help you, man. He's the devil, he's your enemy. And that's a curse too. It said, thou shalt go to the enemy for the one of all. So you gotta go to this man. You know? So if you wanna leave here, you wanna get a passport, you gotta go to Esau. You know, you wanna get a so-called gun permit, you gotta go to Esau. You know?
Yo, I went to the liquor store. Liquor store, those were people. He was talking about, you know, how it's buying a house and all that. He was saying this to me. He said this to me. He said, you know how it's like, you know, once you live in the neighborhood, they're up the rent, they're up the mortgage, you know, the cost of the house, so you won't able to afford it, so you can't move there. You know what I'm saying? And that actually told me that's what he did. We went from there, so they like, I'm talking to my wife trying to buy a house out there. They, they charge us more, you know what I'm saying? So we think we can afford it. So we bought the house, you know what I'm saying? We got money, you know what I'm saying? I bought the house, but still, that's what we do.
And who the fuck want to live around Esau anyway? I mean, really, if you was in your right mind, you wouldn't want to live around him anyway. They're a bunch of witches, warlocks. They're in the tarot card. They're in the demonic sacrifices and shit. You know, persecuting you. You come home, they got a camera facing your house and shit. Y'all seen this one video too? What is this? Jake? I think he's like a real estate investor. Well, he went back to his neighborhood, right? Very rich, well-to-do neighborhood. As he's going to his house, Esau's being all dramatic, screaming and shit.
Yeah.
You know, running away, like he's gonna burglarize, like he's gonna fucking burglarize the house. But that's his house. Then the cops are coming to arrest you. You know, so fuck living around this devil, man.
That's how it's showing us. This man ain't your friend. This is not our rest. The scripture said that. This is not your rest. You simple-minded, you third niggas don't understand that.
That's we get reminded that every day in the truth. Every day demons hop on these fucking people, man. Fuck with you. Some kind of way. And you could be having a so-called good day. Some days you have good days. These people still got demons on them, man.
It's like that ice cream. I don't know if you remember that ice cream song from back in the day. Today was a good day.
Yep.
And towards the end of the video, you have police, cops, and helicopters surrounding this house and shit. At the end of the day, at the end of the night,
Because you're still in hell, man.
Yup.
So you can have the best day here, but the next day, I don't know. You know? Isaiah 47 and verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. So while you had us putting us in goddamn cargo slave ships, packing us up like sardines, Esau loved to say that. He loved to dress in blackface and mock our people. You didn't remember that in the end, your kingdom was going to be destroyed. It was going to fall. You was going to be reduced to great humiliation. All right, this place is a mocking stock. Sleepy Creepy is a goddamn mocking stock for the other nations, right? All right, so is Trump too. Which he said, as soon as he get up in there, if he say if they don't release the hostages, all hell gonna break loose, man. So we just call all y'all by sitting outside.
Talking like a proud
Spoken like a true proud ass Edomite, man.
That's Nero. You see the news, somebody throw up a film up on YouTube, or showing like pictures of Nero.
Yeah.
And he looked like him for real, man.
He got the spirit of Nero. And we know what Nero did. He burned down the city. And who did he blame? The Christians. So that's persecution. So we're in the times of persecution to where, the government is going to do something or allow something to happen and blame who? Blame the Israelites. Because we're the major threat to this man's new world order because we're speaking out against it. We're warning you. We got the secrets of what they want to do. Ultimately, they want total control to put a chip in you. We're telling you that's the mark of the beast. Don't do it. So we're witnesses, man. And another word for martyr is witness. It's not just someone who dies. It's a witness.
I did a lesson, man. It was like, yo, that trip is out. I just did a lesson, you got to put it up. I went type it up, Yo, it's like 2024 this year, man. Yo, it's a lot of people getting chipped.
It's a lot of people, man. There's going to be more and more of that because they're going to look at that as the solution. It's gonna get worse than that. You're gonna have rappers promoting it. Cause right now you got niggas stacks of money phones and shit. Now they not gonna need stacks of money. It's gonna be on the chip. It's gonna go to the NBA, which right now certain stadiums are all facial recognition. Everything's digital. So athletes are gonna have it. He's gonna slam the ball, flash his hand.
They saying that this might be the so-called last Super Bowl over here. Because now the Super Bowl is going to be cross season. All football teams is going to go cross season. But they ain't going to never get to it.
That's what they want.
Yep. So that's letting you know this is going to be a police state. So they taking all of what you call it, the entertainment purchase.
The great circus.
Yep. Bringing it back. Getting ready to lock everything down. Look what happened to Hollywood, burning it down. That's a sign. That's all. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with Diddy, Jay-Z, all these celebrities get taken down now, little by little. You know what I'm saying? After man went to jail for beating up his
At the gym?
Yeah, his daughter's ex-boyfriend. Busta Rhymes getting locked up. I don't know what for it.
They say he punched somebody too.
Oh, word?
Yep. Punched one of his somebody that worked for him. I think tried to steal some money or something.
Yeah. That's a sign. That's what the stars call for him. I know he's talking about the Luke's as well, but that's also.
Yeah, there's twofold.
Yep.
So let's talk about the actual people that you might look at as stars too, because you got the stars actually all on. You walk the strip in Hollywood, stars,
Yeah.
and there's people name on those stars.
Yep. Yep.
So they're going down too. You know,
Walking
a
those
lot of them
stars.
already lost their homes and shit.
Yep.
You know,
They saying that Diddy has something to do with that too because according to evidence in his mansion.
nah, man.
Yeah.
They try and build those smart cities.
Yeah. They said they didn't come out saying it now. Gibson and everybody saying that they trying to build a smart city.
I think they want smart Los Angeles 2028. Because Lord willing, we ain't here that long. But that's the goal. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? They want smart cities, man. Everything digital technology. You need a chip to enter and chip to leave. You know? Dystopia.
If you ever watch like even if you watch Alien movie, when you go into the future, like the way this is the future, that takes place way in the future. This is somewhere like that in that time. Like everything is like martial law out, like you can't do certain things, colonize this place.
Demolition man.
Yep.
You get certain tickets and shit for cursing.
Person.
Everybody's all. It shows you all the men were docile and effeminate.
Yep.
He said, "What's your Bible?" Me with Simon Phoenix threw his ass through the glass.
Yep.
So it shows you that the men from old were more manly, masculine, but in the future, it's not. Men are not going to be like that, man.
They doing that now. They're trying to criminalize it, man, break it down so you won't fight.
Yep. That's what the whole food supply is doing. Water. You working in a building, so you're not getting the direct sunlight,
Yep.
because that's very good for your testosterone and things of that nature too. You know. Isaiah 47 and verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, and that's America and Americans. Everything is pleasure. Everything you eat has fucking sugar in it. So now people are getting Alzheimer's, which is too much sugar in the brain. You're getting all type of heart disease, lung disease. Because it's all about pleasure, happy sugar, sex. Sex is at the forefront of society, lewdness. But that lewdness is now bringing famine. Lewdness is the mother of famine. You know? It says, that dwellest carelessly, thou sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So this whore thought she was just the shit. She thought she was gonna be the shit just forever. You know what Babylon is like? Babylon is like a woman that hit the wall.
You ever see them chicks? And speaking of that, that's crazy. Because you ever see them chicks that looked bad in the days, and they still got older. They might still look a little, but they got a little weight on them. I still look good. They think all the men still want them and shit. You looking at them like, and ain't no bitch fucking with me. I'm still a little bad. You know what I'm saying? You looking at them like, okay. You don't got no chin kids, the walls, you got no walls.
You got STDs and shit.
Yeah.
That's this kingdom.
Yeah.
It's badass, beautiful woman, fine ass woman. Bitch got herpes and shit.
Yeah. Wig off, crooked, you know what I'm saying?
Remember that scene from Don't I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
Mm-hmm.
She got home, she started taking off the prosthetic limbs. He's like, what the fuck? Bitch tricked me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is when you get over here.
I thought it was over here. Go.
This shit is regular.
Yeah.
Shit worse than regular, man.
Yeah.
That's part of his witchcraft though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Put all that shit on the media, the TV, deceiving people. Then you get over here, you like, what the? This place like 40 years behind.
Yeah.
You know? Y'all ain't been popping since the 60s. But that's what the Lord said when I set the nest amongst the stars, then I'm gonna start bringing you down.
That's when the heroin, plagues of the heroin came in and all that other shit. Civil rights movement and all that stuff breaking out. Lots riots and all that shit was going down, you know what I'm saying? That's when America was coming out. Vietnam War, they was losing that, Soldiers came back strung out,
See, that's why the Lord said y'all didn't remember the last, because they never thought it was gonna be like this. Matter of fact, let me get that, man. I keep quoting it. You know, when he said, I didn't think they were gonna come back blasting like this. You know, damn, homeless people. How the hell you got homeless people in the greatest country in the? This place is a goddamn joke, man. It's a joke.
Like I said, is the wicked is the king, so is the people.
People be on the Red Note app talking to the Moab, right? And it's like they be like, damn, how are you guys homeless? how you gotta work 2 jobs? How do you work 2 jobs in one day? Damn, crazy. This is the book of Psalms 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. So their house is going into what? Their generations. You know, their family, their lineage. They think it's going to continue forever, man. They think they're going to keep going. You know, and in their pride, they actually think they're doing good. But you know what it is? As long as they're not a nigga, as long as they can be over you at the job, you're a supervisor, you're a manager, they're okay with that. They're okay with being a third world country. You know? A damn third world country with a Gucci belt. You know? And their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names. And this land is named after America Vespucci, which that name actually means bitter. And that's what you live here. You live a very bitter existence. You know? Back in Isaiah 47 and verse 9. But these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. So when the Lord allowed, just like going back to Amos, man, what shall the day of the Lord be unto thee? You know, you have a lot of Edomite Christians. You know, they're looking for the day of the Lord. All right, they're gonna be put to shame in that day, man. They're gonna be fucked up, man. You know. It says, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Right, and there's a multitude of sorceries that come from America and a great abundance of enchantments. You know? Because another part of the sorceries is how Esau portrays so-called black people in the media. You know? He portrays us as criminals, thieves, murderers. Meanwhile, he's building the environment or putting our people in the condition for them to be thieves, murderers, things of that nature, man. It all goes back to this goddamn devil. All right? But then you actually got, you know, witches like Elon Musk, you know.
He changed his name.
A word?
Yeah.
I believe I seen that. I forgot what he changed it to, like Cavius, some shit like that.
Something.
Some weird shit.
That's the Egyptian god of darkness or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's stepping into his role.
So he's a goddamn demon, man. But even with him, with SpaceX, he's an astrologer. He's a stargazer, dealing with the AI. He came out and told you that AI is a demon. He wore a goddamn costume with Baphomet on it. You know, I think he named one of his children. One of his children is a goddamn gender bender, man. You know? Isaiah 47 and 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. So for a long time, it looked like everything he was doing was not being seen. He wasn't being exposed. But now we're in the days where Yahweh Shem Yahushai is allowing everything to be seen. He's being sought out. How are the things of Esau sought out? All right, how is his ways searched up? You know, because the Most High is consuming your ass by the mouth of the prophets. You know? It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. Thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. So you always thought that you was gonna be, you thought you was gonna be that guy. All right, going back to the woman analogy, you just thought she was gonna be the baddest bitch forever, man. But now you stand next to these other nations, these other women, and now people are seeing that, damn, this bitch, she ain't shit. Her hair is fake. She's not feminine. She's feminist. She's masculine. Nobody wants to deal with the American woman. What's America liking them to? A whore.
BBLs, fake tits, fake ass. That's America. America itself is fake. You know what I'm saying? Got prosthetics, everything.
Going back to that dust.
Us,
Come down, sit into that dust, confusion.
Can't see clear in the dust. You ever go in the desert and it's dusty, or somewhere anywhere that's dusty, and there's wind blowing it out, and you kind of like, can't really see your way out sometimes.
Got that shit in your eye, you like, what the fuck? You know?
Some things may appear seem this way, but really not that. That's what you're looking at. Because the dust in your eye, you can't really see clear what it is or what it is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You get confused, you get deceived.
So going back to the serpent and Genesis, you know?
Mm-hmm. What's that scripture? You said Genesis in Jeremiah 50, Merithian.
I think it is in Jeremiah. I'm not sure the exact verse. So like I don't know the exact verse, but
I know it's in Jeremiah 50. Just can't remember where.
it's got to be like I'm gonna keep going. Verse 11, Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. So the mischief, the destruction, the trouble that's coming, you ain't gonna be able to stop it, man. All right, they're already admitting to that now. You know, with the whole T attacks, you know, all these things that are coming upon this place, there's no way to stop it because your government is allowing it. You know, the word government goes back to mind control. You know. It says, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And ultimately going into the nuclear destruction. You know? You got this one episode from American Horror Story called, I think it's actually the season, it's called Apocalypse. But in the first episode, right, it shows you shit hitting the fan. It shows you you know how you get them alerts on your phone?
Yeah.
But the alerts came up, but it was an alert of nukes coming. Missiles being shot. So people were, you know, just like it says, eating and drinking, married, giving in marriage, days of Noah. So people were like, oh, I've seen this. This is like what happened in Hawaii. So they were playing it off and shit. But then places really started to get hit. And everybody started panicking, running around like chickens with their heads cut off and shit. You know, you have people try to run to, they try to make it to, you know, their bunkers, their airplanes. Found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Planes were dropping out the sky and shit.
So Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 21. Go against the land of Merithian, and against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekah, waste and utterly destroy it. Same and destroy after them, saith the Lord. Do according to all that I have commanded thee.
Got it.
I saw Merithian means that great bitter city. You know what I'm saying? Merithian, you know what I'm saying? So he called the Lord, put the spirit on these other nations, come against it. Russia, China, you know, Britain, you know what I'm
Matter of fact, go to 14, Bible.
14.
This is gonna say that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow.
Right, all you that possess nuclear capability. You know, then the nations with the powerful nukes is Russia. You know, but then you got nations that are allied with Russia, such as Iran, Persia, Turkey, China. So they're going to get those weaponry as well. You know, and they have their own weaponry. You know, they're getting certain parts to build their own shit. Which that goes back to Joel, let the weak say I'm strong. So these once nations that were once weak, they're now saying they're strong, and they're now boasting against the horde. You know?
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows.
So not all these nations that possess nuclear missiles, they're not going to be spared. Everything's going to be used. Because the Most High the Most High has already got the spirit in these nations for war. You know, so when they shoot these missiles, everything's gonna be used, man. Everything. You know?
For she has sinned against the Lord. Verse 15, shout against her round about.
Right, she has sinned against the Lord. And the main sin was what? Touching the apple of the Most High's eye. But then on top of that, you have taken up the Bible like you're Christians, like you're the Hebrews, like you're the people of God. So now you have to be judged. You know? Now you got to be judged for lying, for transgressing against the Most High. You know, for changing the laws, for breaking the laws. That's what it says in Isaiah 24. Thou hast changed laws, broken the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. You know.
Shout against her round about. She have give her hands her foundation, all are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her.
See, as she has done, do unto her. And what did she do? She led the apple of the Most High's eye away into captivity. You know, hard, bitter captivity too, man. You know,
Cut off the swords from Babylon.
yeah, cut off the swords. Most High destroying all the farm, everything, man. This place is fucking coming apart from the seams, man. It's crumbling, you know?
Cut off the swords from Babylon, and here that handleth the sickle in the time of a harvest, for the fear of the oppressing sword.
For the fear of the oppressive sword, man. You know? But that's what the Most High is doing. But that goes back to 2nd Esdras 15. You want to get that.
2nd Esdras 15.
Start at 10.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as the flock to the slaughter.
That's right. So our people, they don't know. You know, we're out here trying to warn them. You know, they can't say they haven't heard, but they're being led by false prophets to the slaughter. They're being led by the government to the slaughter. All right, a lot of our people, they're gonna be set up to take the chip, man.
These entertainers, these celebrities,
False leaders, politicians.
Yep.
You know.
YouTube influencers. Yo, I know there's a lot lately, man. There a lot of influencers getting killed, man. What's up with that, though? Like,
I think a lot of them got to end up selling out, because you know you get to a certain level, you have a lot of influence over others.
Yeah.
Esau wants you, man. You know, if you don't want to get down, they take your ass out.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just live, you know,
a life. Like then you gonna live get that money life and think you gonna just walk in the sunset, like sailing in the sun like nah.
As Esau, it says, run on the season what is season. And Esau wanted shit, man. So when you make a certain amount of money, just like Kai Sinnett, you know, because how the hell this streamer, YouTube streamer, right?
Yep.
How the hell, why is Kevin Hart on this man's YouTube stream?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, you know, he's up there with rappers and other celebrities and shit. How? He just make YouTube videos, you know? Because when you get to a certain point, you got to be juiced in. You know, you got to do certain sacrifices.
So
you know?
Esau really monopolized the game. It's like how Frank White said in King of New York, no nickel sold in the park. I want it. You know
Well, that's what the whole Mark of the Beast is about. He wants total control. See, right now, you have certain things Esau can't get his hands in. Well, that's going to change once the dollar collapses. You know,
I want control of your body and your soul. No, it's like
he wants control of everything, just like a Mill, the rapper with Jay-Z. He said he want to put a little chip in me. You know. He what?
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Right, the land of Egypt is America. Right, meaning the Most High is going to do a great deliverance. You know. Keep going.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
So that's the second Exodus, which is going to be via so-called UFOs.
And I will smite with the plague. I will smite Egypt with the plague as before. And
so just like ancient Egypt got hit with plagues, the modern day Egypt is going to get hit with worse plagues. You know, this what it says in Zechariah, and this shall be the plague where I will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Then it talks about the flesh melting, pretty much them being destroyed in the nuclear fire, which is the second death. In Peter it says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So that's the ultimate plague that's going to come upon this place. You know?
And I will smite Egypt with the plagues as before. I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten.
So everybody out here going to be put in a state of mourning except the elect. And that's what's going to make the people of the world like, damn, why, they're being protected, they're being fed, their God is taking care of them, because while these people are mourning, that's going to be the time where the elect are going to be praising Yahweh Shem El Shai, because it's the time that they've been waiting for, man, the destruction and the deliverance,
Smitten with plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
Because also it says in Sirach that blessed is he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. So we're actually living during the time of the fall of Esau, our great enemy,
They that till the ground shall mourn.
So it says back in Jeremiah, I shall cut off the sower and him that holdeth the sickle. Going into what? The farmers. So the Most High is smiting the farmland. Also it says the storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. So your supermarkets, shit like that, is gonna come a time where you go to get things, there's not gonna be nothing in there. Or the store is gonna be ran through because it's gonna be looted. You can watch movies like World War Z. It shows you scenes of that. That infamous scene where he runs in the store, the cop runs in, he puts his hands up. The cop is going to grab shit too, because the cop got to protect himself and his family. So these storehouses is going to be empty, but how do these things get to, where do they come from? They come from factories. For the past couple of years, different food factories have been burning down. For the past couple of years, crops have been burned up. They have been paying farmers to destroy crops because they want to put in their Monsanto seeds, genetically modified seeds.
Cows been bulls, like beef cows, been dying. You know what I'm saying? Chickens been dying, mysteriously, thousands, millions of chickens, you know what I'm saying?
But that was a plague from ancient Egypt too, the death of cattle. So the Lord destroyed the cattle of the Egyptians, but not the Hebrews.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell.
So everything's failing here, man. It's gonna be like Mad Max out here. Nothing's gonna grow. Once the nukes hit, that's it. It's gonna be uninhabitable forever.
With the fearful constellations. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yep, that's it. the structure. I'll get this in Zechariah. This is Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand on their feet. So what? That's even just reading that, man. That's terrible. That's some terrible. And then to think about everything they have to go through before that happens.
Yeah.
You know, like cannibalism, starvation, concentration camps.
Yo, when I seen that movie, remember? I know you probably seen it. The movie Day After Tomorrow, and the nukes and all that back in the 80s. When my uncle told me, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen to hear the yo. And I was like, word, yo, that shit gave me goosebumps, man. And then my mom was like, oh, that ain't gonna happen in your time. Your kids, you might be dead, Lord. I said in my back of my mind, I was like, I don't know. Like, I felt something like, why I believed that when I was young. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I seen that happen. I was like, man, I don't want to die like that. You know what I'm saying?
Then it showed you what on Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Yep.
You know, also the Matrix kind of show you that too, because he said we don't know who struck first, us or them.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just showed you like a very fucking fucked up place.
Slave.
You know?
Just imagine. I wonder what movie it was when the nukes was firing off. They showed this old man and he was hugging his granddaughter, and the nukes was coming at him, and they were just like, I don't know what movie that was, but I know brothers been showing it like on different, showing the effects of what's gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, man, damn, that's going into the well. How they saying how they should race like soldiers, and you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna break their ranks, and one should climb up in the wall like a thief, and window like a thief, and all that. And they was showing like motherfuckers in the buildings that was seeing the nukes coming, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, and they was just sitting there like doing this. People on airplane traveling, they seen the nukes being shot, you know what I'm saying?
The end of the movie, the knowing, it's kind of show you something like that too, because they all start hugging each other and shit.
Yeah.
And then the nukes come and destroy their ass.
Right. But in the knowing, that was really talking about the earth crashing into the sun. You know what I'm saying? That was when I watched that, I said, oh, they ain't the nukes, but they just, but it's give you the idea, what's gonna happen in the last days. You know what I'm saying?
This is Second Edges 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. The Lord is gonna, man.
I think that's like really from the radiation before that actual fire hit them. That's that radiation hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Making them die a slow death. Like, they burning up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to run and they crying. They like, oh my God. They things melting off of them and shit.
Then you got the different chemical reactions that's going to create the heaven rolling together as a scroll with just a mushroom cloud, then a destroying wind.
Yup, shockwave. Yup. Like you was going with it, like you was going through it, like I think a couple of camps ago. How you were saying like they said the third part, the 10th part fell. I think that's what's going to happen. They gonna shoot one whistle at one city first, hit that place. You know what I'm saying? I think, trying to get some demands, like, yo, whatever y'all doing, you better stop. Like, people gonna do that, like, on some ransom shit. We're gonna hit the next city. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go city by city, and then all of them are gonna fire all their all their nukes at the same time at this place.
They gonna let them all fly.
Well, you think, okay, yeah. They is. That's what I'm saying. But one might hit one city first. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, New York just got hit. And then everybody gonna like, what? You know what I'm saying? Then
they gonna try to flee, just like flee from a lion and run into a goddamn bear. So they might try to run from one attack, but there ain't gonna be no escape. Because ultimately the Most High wants all of the land destroyed. Just like what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities.
Yeah, you know, all of them gonna fly. But I'm just saying they might like Pastor Hard was going. He didn't say like that's what's gonna happen, but he was saying like where it sounded, like 10th part of the city fell. That it might be one that gets shot. A few of them get shot at one particular city, and then you know eventually they're gonna say, well, it's aimed at the next city. You know what I'm saying? You know, like some like on some old how you said like I'm gonna cut one finger off and you don't tell me where such is where the money at. You don't tell. I'm gonna cut that pinky. Or I'm gonna cut the second
Right.
finger.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know,
Yeah.
ultimately the Mossad gonna do. Ultimately, every nuke they got, they gonna shoot them all.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot them all. They're gonna shoot them all.
You know, because the Mossad gonna put the spirit on them to have that evil thought to say fuck it.
Yep.
You know, they're not gonna want to talk. Because it also says in Isaiah they ain't gonna regard gold no silver. So none of that, you know.
They gonna have America by the balls, you know what I'm saying? Or not by the balls. This ain't no man's, you know, city by the skirt or by the pussy. And how Trump said grab by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Grab by the pussy. They gonna have America by the pussy. You know what I'm saying?
And also, it says, why do the heathen imagine rage? Imagine, because they think they're gonna be the next rulers. You know.
That's really how it is. Really taking Esau, knocking off the other Edomite, and then once you divide and conquer, then I'm gonna come get you and knock you off. You know?
The Lord is a man of war.
Yep.
So it says, my determination is to gather the nations. So right now, the nations are being gathered to the valley of Jehoshaphat, so they can be destroyed there. He's going to use the Russian Edomites to destroy the Babylonian Edomites. But at the same time, all the nations that are in, all the armies of the nations that are in the Middle East are going to get destroyed too, while the elect is being delivered, while this place is being destroyed.
At the same time.
You know?
Simultaneously, only the power can do that. You know what I'm saying?
This is Isaiah 13 and verse 19.
You said Isaiah 13?
13 and 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. The Most High has fucked that place up, man. You know, he said the wickedness have reached, you know, the cries have gone up, came to my ears. So there came to a time where the wickedness got so great, the Most High got tired of it. You know, but then you got America mocking the Most High, all right, pride parades, things that even in the Holy Land, they got pride parades and shit. You know, so something has to happen to this place real soon. You know, it says, as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So it's not that the days are being prolonged. Actually, the days are being shortened for the elect's sake. You know, the Most High is shortened. It's already goddamn about to be February 2025. You know, so that's how fast the time is going. So Esau, he don't have a lot of time. He actually has bounds that he can't pass. So that's what's going to stir up so much rage in him too. He's going to have to come down because he got, damn, I only got a short time to do this. This is why he's going so hard.
It's like when you got a pee, you can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what I'm saying? You got rushed, you tripping all over the place trying to get to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. He got to pee. You know what I'm saying?
You got to release him first.
So,
you know, but it ain't going to work. which is why he's gonna come with so much anger and hatred to the Israelites, man, because he knows that we're about to be the next up to rule.
It's like when you're in a rush, like somebody trying to come get you, and you trying to rush to get in your car, and you fumbling with the keys, like you trying to put it in, you making all types of mistakes, and your hands all shaking, you can't put the key in, you know, in the what's the name and shit?
Ignition.
Next year, you like, dropping the keys and shit. So you're gonna make mad mistakes, you're gonna be sloppy, you know what I'm saying?
So raining upon him while he's eating.
Yup.
You know? This is Micah 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. So the Most High, you know, he kicked us out the land. You know, the Romans came in 70 AD. You had the Roman so-called Jewish wars, but we, you know, that's the made-up term. Really, it's the wars between Esau and Jacob. Esau as the Romans, and Jacob as the Israelites. You know, so 70 AD came, Titus and Vespasian, and ransacked Jerusalem. You have millions of Israelites that went into Africa. Some of them went back to Rome. Some of them went into India. Because you know, the Apostle Thomas, he was up there in India, preaching to those jakes out there.
Yeah.
So our people got scattered all over, man. You know? Then you fast forward until, you know, the Renaissance. Esau put our people on slave ships and brought us to Babylon. You know, which America's Babylon the Great, you know?
That was like around the time of 7/11 on the Moors. That's when he fell, right? Around 7/11. Right?
Going up there in, damn, what's that is? In Spain?
Spain.
Portugal. First slaves came from Portugal. I believe it's Grenada, Spain. You know?
So what, Scotland was the last place they conquered? That's when they got
so.
King James, and, you know, King James took off. Yeah. That's why people, when we say that King James was a black man, so-called black man, you gotta look at the wording. They say he was the last king. They never mentioned why they say he's the last king. There was other kings after him in Scotland, you know what I'm saying? So when they say he's the last king, I mean the last, you know, black king that ruled. You know what I mean? He was the last king to get taken down at that time.
Yep. It says, and thou shalt go even to Babylon, there shalt thou be delivered. So it's letting you know that from this captivity, you're going to be delivered from it. You know? There, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. So there we're going to get delivered from the hand of our enemies. This ties in with Jeremiah 16. You know, I shall deliver them, roughly paraphrasing, from the land of the north. You know, the north country, which is America. You know? You got any precepts?
Yeah. Let's go Jeremiah again, 13.
All right. We could close it on that. Can you quote it?
It said, now this, we were just on was it 14, 13?
16.
16.
16.
When we said we break off into singing, and the whole.
Oh, Isaiah 14.
Yep. Isaiah 14 and chapter. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite books, man. Isaiah, then the 14th chapter. That's one of my favorite chapters.
You said Isaiah? Oh yeah, Isaiah 14.
In fact, you might as well start at 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will choose Israel.
Right, so the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel, going into all the 12 tribes. So Israel, so even with everything we have done, the Most High still loves us. And the proof of that is Yahweh giving Yahweh Shai to be the sacrificial lamb for our nation, for our sins. But right now, only the elect are going to be delivered from this side. But it's through the elect that the whole nation is going to be saved. Because all Israel is going to be saved, you know?
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
So we're getting ready to be set back in our own land. So right now, really we're not supposed to be there. Because the Lord's going to destroy it anyway. The Lord wants to take us back there and set us back there. So it's not like we got to leave America to go there. No, we're going to be set back there, you know?
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Going into the Israelite foreigners. Like we was mentioned earlier. Right now, you have our people scattered in other lands, speaking other languages. You know, they may be even dressing like the heathens. They may even look like the heathens, man. But they're going to be joined back to the fold. Keep going.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people.
Yeah, so imagine right now you got Jakes that go over there. They're treated like celebrities. So imagine the elect coming down the ships with power.
Yep.
They're gonna cleave. Like, oh shit, like this is my brothers, this is my people.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have a sense of belonging, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
So they're gonna be taken back home. Cause why? Because they're our people. You know?
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So when we go back to the land, we're not gonna go empty-handed. We're gonna go back with possessions, servants and handmaids. So that's slaves. You know?
And they shall take them captive, whose captive they were.
See?
And they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give the rest from thy sorrows, and from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
So right now we don't have any rest. Right now we have hard bondage. You live in fear, you know. But when it comes to putting back up in the kingdom, you're gonna be given a rest from all that.
Thou shalt take up thy proverb against the king of Babylon.
So that's what's happening right now.
And they say, how have the oppressors ceased?
So right now, this place is being called a third world country with a Gucci bag. But when we get in our kingdom, we're gonna say, damn.
The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
Even the other nations, they're gonna be like, is this the man that had the earth trembling, that shake the kingdoms, you know?
And the scepter of the ruler, he who smote the people in wrath with continually stroke.
Mainly with his military, he's going around stealing all the natural resources, things of that nature from all the people. But the main people that he's smoting with a continuous stroke is the Israelites, because he got that perpetual hatred.
He that ruled the nation in anger and is persecuted in the known and none hindereth.
So nobody's gonna stop your ass whooping, man. Just like when the Lord said, no man shall buy thee. Because another thing that's coming out, which I heard this before, how that Gaddafi, he wanted to give so-called, he wanted to give like black Americans like $1 billion.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I've been heard that. That was a while ago. You know what I'm saying? I heard about that.
But the Lord ain't allowed that because it said no man shall buy thee.
Yep.
So when Esau, when you get put down, it's not gonna be no help for you, man. Because it's the Lord doing it.
Yep. The whole earth is at rest and quiet to break forth into singing.
So that's the one you're talking about, right?
Yep.
So when he get put down, the whole earth is it's gonna be like that scene from Wizard of Oz when the witch died. They all started singing and dancing and shit.
Yep. Trees start talking. The birds and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like you gonna hear like the deer and the shit like. Like, yes, I ain't gotta be hunted no more. If you hang on that damn wall.
even the trees.
Yep.
No fellas come up against us.
Yep.
You know. And with that, I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudas. Shalom.